Yeah, good morning everyone. So last session we learned about few string related functions. Have you tried those patterns? We learned about regular expression. Have you tried regular expressions? So we discussed about how to deal with regular expression. Those patterns and expressions, you must be able to handle them. Now, these all under which category? So we learned about all these as string functions. How do we handle and work with the string functions? Now, after understanding this regular expression, how to verify regular expression, one example we will see. How we can dynamically change and handle, right? One example. For that, I will create this interface. How to implement regular expression and use it. One simple example, let's see. Yeah. So I will create a new HTML page. Some verify mobile.html. Okay. So here I'm adding a page. And let's create a simple interface. I will just create a link relation is equal to style sheet. href, I will get node modules. In that we have a bootstrap, dist css, bootstrap.css. I'm adding some bootstrap css. Now here I will put a class container fluid. And in this, let's add a simple option as this is I will give details like verify mobile. In this, we will put a data list, data term. In that, we will ask here as select your country. Here, your country. And we will keep here a drop down. Drop down is option having select country. And option is so India. And option is US. And option is UK, like this. Now what should happen is below that, for this I will put an ID as LST countries and a class form select. Form select is the class for given for drop down. Now another data definition, data term, here your mobile and text box, text, class as form control. And for this text box, I am giving an ID as mobile, txt mobile. That is the class. Okay. Now I will give a simple button. So say submit or register. So class BTN and BTN primary. You can see this is the page that we designed. Here, this is the page, verify mobile, country and your mobile. I will put here a class W25. So user can select a country. Now, when user selects country, the mobile verification should be according to that country. That means the mobile should verify according to which country they selected. That means if they selected India, it should be +91 10-digit number. US different, UK different. How to handle that? In the previous examples, what we done, we created one text box. In that we written a pattern. We created one text box and we created a pattern. That is standard. Every time it will verify same pattern. But here pattern should change. According to which country they selected, it should change. So I will use one more here. So in my computer, I will pick up some pictures and images. Suppose we have these images. US, UK, India images. Let's copy into our JavaScript project, public images folder. We are copying them. These are some PNG files. Okay, now I will put an image just beside the drop down. I can put an image. So what I will do is here I will keep IMG. So IMG, some width is equal to some 50. Height is equal to some 30, 20, like this I define. And image have border, some 1. There is an image. We want side by side. We will keep a class called input group. It will be side by side. We will keep an option called, this one will be input group class. Input group text. It will be in this way, and we are displaying height. I am not giving, or say 40 height. That is fine. Now what happens is when user selects a country. So here when user selects a country, then automatically when user selects a country, the country photo should come here, flag, and the country related mobile number should be verified. So we need to handle those two situations. Now let's see how we can do that. First, we need some changing. What are the changes? One is mobile pattern should be changing. Mobile have different patterns. We need to change those patterns. As of now, we are learning about data types, and we haven't learned about any statements. Statements we will see in the next level. We'll discuss. But temporarily, we will see one simple statement to handle. Later, we can implement. Actually, what should happen is this text box should use different patterns. If I use the word pattern, then and I put some pattern, it is always verifying only that pattern. But I must able to change the pattern of this text box according to country. So what we will do is we will first write a logic on country change. So here the drop down is having on change. On change is country change. Country changed is the function. So let's write a script here. In the script, we are writing a function country changed. In country changed function, we are defining here the logic. We are implementing the logic here. On country change, what should happen? Country changed. So we will first collect this picture. This picture will have an ID as IMG, pick something, or say flag. Okay. Now we will create a flag variable flag. It is a string type. That means it will have a path, picture path. It's an empty. Now, when country change, here we have three conditions. Temporarily, we will use these three conditions using if. Later, we will do according to the statements like switch and all. We haven't learned about switch, so I am not giving. Even if also later we will learn. I am writing a simple first country name. How to collect country name? Document, get element by ID, LST, countries, dot value. It will get the country name. We are writing a condition. If country name is equal to India, then what should happen? Then we need to collect the picture. Actually, flag. So here we are declaring. We'll do one thing here also, flag. Here itself directly we will declare flag. Flag is nothing but picture. Document dot get element by ID. What? Flag. Flag is nothing but it is image. Now what we will do is, if country is India, so flag dot src, because it is an image source, it should be dot dot slash public slash. Already it is in public only. Yeah? So what we will do, we will put here directly images slash which image, India dot png. We are defining that. As of now, you can see here, I selected India. It will display India flag. That means it is going to display that. Same, we are writing condition. Else if, another condition. If country name is equal to, what is it? US. Then flag dot src is equal to images slash US dot png. And else if country name is equal to what? UK. Then we will put a flag. Later, after learning some statements, functions, and OOP concepts, you will learn reusability. Without rewriting, how to reuse, how to simplify the logic, you will learn. As of now, this is enough. Images, in images UK dot what? PNG. Now you can see here. So I select India. So I select US. I select UK. Those images are here. Now important is when user is selecting a country, that country pattern should work here. That country pattern should work here. We'll do one more work here. What is it is, we will collect text box also. We will collect the text box where txt mobile document get element by ID txt mobile. That is only text box, not its value. Now, if country name is India, in that txt mobile placeholder we will keep. Placeholder is equal to +91 and 10 digits. like this we are giving. That means when user selects country India, the placeholder will come. The picture is changing, the placeholder will come. Similarly, we need to change the placeholder. You saw, what is it? US phone number format. Some US phone number formats are there. Yeah. You see some, yeah. Now what we will do, we will copy this. This is for United States something. What I will do here, simply, we will change the condition now. That means if it is US, what should happen? txt mobile dot what? Placeholder is equal to this. We will put this one. And else if, and if it is, yeah, txt mobile dot placeholder is equal to UK phone number format. I will copy that. That is UK phone number format. And that is the format of, let's keep this in quotes. Okay. Now this is the logic. Now what happens when user is selecting a country? You see, it says India is +91 10 digits. And US, it will show US format. And UK, it will show UK format. Placeholder is changing and the country flag is changing. Now one more important. Now this mobile should verify this pattern. That means in the text box, only the selected country format must be available. How? That means now what we have to do is, actually, we need to write a regular expression. And that regular expression should change according to country. So we will put a variable. And remember, regular expression should be verified on button click. Then what you do is, you declare a variable outside this. Because already we learned any variable declared in a function is accessible only in that function, is not accessible outside the function. So what we will do is, we will declare a variable, and that is regular expression. Regular expression is an empty regular expression. I told you 2 points. If you are writing regular expression in HTML, you have to write in double quotes as a string. If you are writing in JavaScript, it is written in double slash. You have to write in double slash. So I'm using 2/, but this 2/ together is treated as a comment. You put a space. Now it is regular expression. Regular expression is written between 2/. This indicates it's a regular expression. If you keep them together, it is a comment. In JavaScript, it is a comment. Now, that is actually single line comment, whatever you write there. So here I will put a 2/ space. Now it is regular expression. Now we need to put that regular expression. Regular expression also should change. How? What should be the regular expression if country is India? If country is India, regular expression is equal to, now in double slash, write the expression. You know how to write the expression for that. What is it? Last session we learned /+91/D. How many digits? 10 digits. That is regular expression for India. Okay, now regular expression for US. Regular expression is equal to double slash. Here we learned /+1, right? /+1. So parenthesis also na, slash plus slash parenthesis. So and 1 and again slash parenthesis close. After that slash parenthesis. So we have to define what? Slash D. How many digits? So 3 digits. We need to configure that. Again slash parenthesis close. Again slash S slash D. How many digits? 3 digits. So 3 digits quantity. After that slash D again hyphen again slash D. How many digits? 4. That's how we write the pattern. This is the pattern for validating the mobile for US. Similarly, I will put here regular expression is equal to, so double slash, yeah, and here we have slash plus slash parenthesis, so 4 slash parenthesis close, and slash parenthesis slash D and 2 slash parenthesis close, slash S slash D. How many? 4 slash D. How many? 4 slash S and slash D 4. This is the regular expression. So regular expression is also changing according to which country they selected. So we are changing the regular expression according to country. Now next option is, when user enters wrong mobile number, I want to display the message here itself. That means I will put a data definition. So ID is what? Mobile error. Mobile error. And when to verify whether the mobile he entered is matching with the pattern? On button click. So on register click, we will verify. On click. On click is what? Register click. On register click, we have to verify. So we are writing a function. And the function is register click. On register click, how to verify? On register click, how we can verify is first collect the value they entered in mobile. So where mobile is equal to document get element by ID txt mobile dot value. It is collecting the mobile. Now check, is this mobile matching with regular expression, and display message in mobile error. Mobile error is document dot get element by ID. What is it? Mobile error. Mobile error is the text box. Now here I need to handle. Let's see how we can handle that. So what I am doing here is, so we are writing condition. If we need to verify is mobile matching with regular expression or not. That means what we will do, if mobile, which method we have to use? Dot match. Match is to verify against regular expression. If mobile is matching with whom? If mobile is matching with what? Regular expression. Then what should happen? That means mobile is perfect. There is no problem. Then we will put a message document dot write what? Registered. This message should come. Otherwise, what should happen? Mobile error dot inner HTML. It should say invalid mobile. Invalid mobile. So that means here one more point is there. Invalid mobile, and if you want, you can alert them with what to enter correctly. So what to enter correctly? What we will do is here, I will put a binding expression there. And here, what I am doing is invalid mobile. Then here I will add document dot get element by ID. What is it? Mobile. TXT mobile dot placeholder. Placeholder. The placeholder inside it will come. That means now that is the point. And we will put this in red color. So this mobile error class as text danger. Now actually you selected India and you need to enter 9876543210 and you click on register. Then it says mobile plus 91 10 digits. Because directly we are showing the placeholder. We are displaying the placeholder. For example, if country is US and I click register, then it says US mobile is this. That means it will change the format and it will display that. So temporarily I will keep here. So W50 okay, you can see this. I selected India. I entered some mobile number, and in that plus 91 is not there. Then it will show me alert. Suppose the country is US, then it says plus. If the country is UK, then it says that it should be +4. The error message is changing according to the country. That's very good. Now we have to verify, is pattern also changing? Is pattern is verified correctly or not? We need to check that. Let's see. Is pattern done? Is pattern also changing or not? We will verify that. Let's see how we can do. Let's select country India and I will write +91 starting. Register, it's working. We are just displaying that message. If it is country India, then that will be working fine. So that means this is the number format. Suppose it is US, then it should change. According to that format, they have to type. That means what is that? +1. So 1 will be in parenthesis. After that 3-digit number. After that space. So 3-digit number hyphen 4-digit number like this. And I click verify, it is registered. Anything else is not. Suppose UK, I entered some number and say invalid. According to UK, I am using so plus in the parenthesis 44 parenthesis 20 and some 4-digit number and space again 4-digit number and click, it is registered. So you are writing the patterns and verifying the patterns. For this, we are using a simple regular expression. So what is the purpose of regular expression is to verify the format of value and define the format of the value. So this is one example for handling regular expression. I will give this example to you. You can try that. This is the example related to string functions. Remember, there are some more points about string functions. Means some frequently asked practical tests in string functions. But to learn them and to use them, you need to learn some more topics like arrays. You need to learn about for loops, conditions. After learning loops, conditions, and arrays, we will try some practical exercises on string. Why? Because in interviews, they ask a lot of practical tests. They will say that, okay, find out how many characters are there in a string. For that, we have length. They will say that find out how many characters are repeating in a string. which character is repeating, how many number of times it is repeating. They will say that in a sentence, remove the repeating word. So, or they will say that reverse the word, check the word whether it is a palindrome or not. All such questions are asked. And to handle those questions and answers, you need some more knowledge. Only string is not enough. You have to learn string type. Along with string type, you need to learn about some functions and statements. In the next stage, you will learn. So then you can work on some practical examples on working with the strings, right? This is one example. Other competitive level examples you will see after learning some statements also. So this is all the data type. Which data type you have learned? So two data types we discussed up to now. One is a number type, another one is in string type. Next, important in the data types. So you need to understand about how to handle the Boolean types. Boolean types. Next important is Boolean. So remember, we are using if conditions, we are using some statements and all, but still the topic is there. We will learn about if conditions and all in the next levels. To just understand examples, we are doing it here. And detailedly we will see them. So currently we are still in the topic of data types, right? In JavaScript, what data types are there? In that two data types you completely learned. One is number and string. Now what is Boolean type? Actually, Boolean type usually contains true or false. Generally, tell me, if anybody asks what is the purpose of Boolean, what do you say? In computer programming, what is the purpose of Boolean type? Boolean type contains true, false. What is the purpose of Boolean type? How you will answer that? What is the purpose of Boolean type? It contains true, false. What is the purpose of true and false? What is the purpose of true and false? Why we use true and false? Why Boolean types are used? What is that called as? You are verifying is it wrong or right. What is it called as? Actually, it is called as decision making. Boolean types are used in decision making. They are used in decision making. True or false? Is it true? Is it false? That is decision making. That means whether to continue or not. Is it okay or cancel? That is all decision making. We call it as decision making. Boolean types are used in decision making. And very important. So JavaScript Boolean types can handle two values. So what are those two values? True and what? False. One more point is JavaScript Boolean expression can handle true and false using 1 and 0. 1 and 0. That means true is equal to 1. False is equal to 0. Remember, so not Boolean value, it is only Boolean expression. not Boolean value, it is only Boolean expression. That means Boolean expressions can be handled with 0, 1, not Boolean value. Now tell me, if I declare var x equal to 1, what it is? What it is? What type it is? It's a number type. That means you cannot say that it is true. True or false, use 1 and 0 in verification. Verification means they are used in decisions. The decisions. That means what happens? You can store true and false. That means x is equal to true. And where x is y is equal to false. Like this you can store. And when you are comparing decision making, then if x equal to 1, this is okay. This is okay. That means x equal to verified with what? True. That is okay. So, but don't store numbers. Store only true or false. But you can verify using number. Verify using number 1. 1 means true, 0 means false. That is the reason in many interviews, when you are attending several interviews, they give like this. They say that, so true plus true is equal to how much? How much true plus true? It is 2. Because when you are using operations like addition, right, that means automatically Booleans will be converted into what type? Number type. And they will use numbers. In that case, the result will be 2. Suppose I given here true plus a is equal to what? True plus a equal to how much? Anything you use with a string plus, that is used as concatenation, it will be true a. Will be concatenation. Suppose true plus 10 is equal to how much? Now, because it is a numeric value, it will be what? 11. That means with comparing with the numeric value. That means this is adding with number, then it will treat as number. Anything adding with a string will be concat. It will concat. So that means here, that's the basic Boolean options usually. That's the basic Boolean rule. Let's see. Here I'm writing some Boolean type. So here I'm writing a script. You can see document.write. I'm writing true plus true. Okay. I'm adding true plus true. And you can see it returns 2. True plus true means it is returning 2. Suppose I entered true plus a. What it will do? It returns true a. If I return true plus 10, then what it will do? 11. That's how it is going to manage. So very important is you use Booleans. So this is very important note. Booleans are defined only with true or false as value. However, you can compare Booleans using 0 or 1. That is important. So compare using 0 or 1. So that means you can check. It will be working fine. Suppose I return where x equal to true. And if I am writing x equal to 1, I am writing. Then document dot write. So x is true. Otherwise, x is document dot write. So it should say x is what? False. And you can see it will return true or false. That means it says x is true. Suppose here x is false. Then automatically it returns x is false. It is going to verify that and handle. So here values are stored with true false, but they can be compared with 0 and 1. But generally we recommend developers not to use numeric for comparison. Only use the keyword true or false. So the best one is, what is good is here. So x equal to true. This is good. Right? However, 1 also works. But these are the basic things we need. So where the booleans are used? Booleans are used in decision making. Already you saw some functions which are already Boolean only. So you saw is nan. Is nan is what type? Boolean. It is returning true or false. You just saw match. Match is also Boolean. What it is doing? It is matching our value with regular expression and verifying. If it is matching with regular expression, it returns true. Otherwise, it will return false. You learned confirm box. Confirm box on OK, it will return true. On cancel, it will return false. So that is working fine. So same booleans are used. We will see this in different examples later. We'll see in examples how to handle, how do we work. Now, can you tell me about some attributes? Attributes, you can say attributes of HTML, which are Boolean type. Tell me Boolean type attributes in HTML. Means which are controlled by using true or false. Tell me the HTML attributes which are controlled with true false. Tell me. Yes, so you have a property called checked. Understood? Checked is what? True, false. Next, what else? Property, attribute name. What other attributes? Boolean type. You might have learned so many HTML attributes. Tell me which attributes are Boolean type. Okay, good. Another one is what? Selected. Good. Another one is what? Required. We have read only. We have disabled. Am I right? Read only, disabled, required, selected, checked. All these comes under the category of what? Boolean. Actually, if you know table have a border. Border is also Boolean. Border uses 0 or 1. 0 means no border. 1 means border. Actually, for example, you know, in HTML, suppose I am creating a table. table row, table cell. So here I said welcome. I want this table to have some border. Then you see for table, I'm giving border. I'm giving 1. That means table will have a border. Table have a border. Observe carefully. I say 2. What happens? You see thickness is coming now. You can see there is thickness coming. Actually, that is not thickness. That is border is not for table. That is the thickness coming for frame. For example, border, that means if I remove frame, frame is void. Now, actually, that is frame, that is not border. Border means this one. The thickness increasing is related to frame, not related to border. That means border is having 0. 0 means what? 0 means no border. And 1. 1 means what? True. True means this. There is no like 2, 3 here. Even if you write 2, 3, it doesn't work here. It is not going to work. That means it is going to display only this. This is actually 0 means false. 1 means true. So these are all the options which are handled by using. These are all attributes handled by using Boolean. Actually, you can control these Boolean types and you can handle these Boolean types. So, for example, let's take one simple example, how to manage. One simple concept I will show you, means how these Booleans can be used in a in many projects and many requirements, they ask toggling. That means that is given as a task. That depends on Boolean and decision making. Toggles. What example I will show you how to handle them. First, I will show you how to handle these. What are these? If checkbox is checked, right? That means I will show you here checked. Suppose there is a checkbox. So input type is equal to checkbox. Checkbox. Here I will put a span. In this span, I am giving as out of stock. ID is equal to stock. ID is equal to LBL stock. Here, ID for checkbox is stock. Stock is the checkbox. Now, what should happen in this example is whenever user selects this checkbox, then it should change to available. That means I want to change the name to available. And again, remove, then it should change to out of stock. That means what we have to do is, so we call this toggling. We create this on change. On change, what is it? Stock change. Stock changed. We will write a script here. Script, and here the function is stock changed. Okay. What should happen on stock change? We need to first verify the checkbox is checked or not. That means we need two options. One is stock checkbox. How to get the stock checkbox? Document get element by ID. What is it? Stock. Okay. I need to get label. So LBL stock. Document get element by ID. What is it? LBL stock. LBL stock we are defining. Now we need to verify, is it checked or not? Here we will use a simple logic, condition. Condition is we have to verify, is it selected or not? And remember, based on that, we want to change the value inside LBL stock. So LBL stock dot inner HTML is equal to, we can write a condition, but I will show you shortcut how people do toggling. Shortcut means here you can use an operator. So ternary operator. So you can use ternary operator for decision making, for simple decision making. From simple decision making for simple decision making, so we can use ternary operator. Ternary operator will be like this. Ternary operator means it will be question mark colon. That means usually what happens, it have a condition and question mark, true statement, colon, false statement. That is a ternary operator. We can use the ternary operator. Now I will write that condition. This is a Boolean type. Boolean means it will return true or false. So I am writing here LBL stock dot checked. If it is checked, what should happen? Not LBL stock. Which one? Stock checkbox. Stock checkbox dot what? Checked. So checked. If it is checked, what should happen? Inner HTML should display. It should display what? Question mark on true. On true, it should display what? Available. If it is checked, it should display available. Colon means on false. If it is not checked, what should display? Out of stock. That is simple single line concept. This is ternary operation and this is toggling. And you see here, I click on this, it says available. I click on this, it says out of stock. This is a common requirement. In many freshers interviews, they give this task. They will say that create a toggle functionality. Remember, not toggle buttons or text, functionality. That means functionality, I will later tell you. Functionality means they will say that when this checkbox is checked, not only displaying that message out of stock, you need to do some functionality. Suppose you see, suppose I will show you sorting. I will show you here a simple link. Link relation is equal to style sheet. Style sheet. Href is node modules. In that bootstrap icons, in that font, bootstrap icons CSS. Now I will show another example here. That means a simple heading. So button toggle. This heading is checkbox toggle. Here I will keep a button. So the ID button is sort. And you can see in the button, you can have some content. Content is nothing but I am using. So button have a class, right? I'm using a class for a span. Okay. This span have a class BI. So alpha down. Now you can see there is a button and I think the alpha down is not there. We'll check for that symbol. Alpha will be there. Get bootstrap icons. In bootstrap.com icons, we will search for sort. Sort alpha down. Okay. Yeah. Sort alpha down is there. So that means I will use here the class as BI sort alpha down. Sort alpha down will give the symbol like this. On this button click, it should change to up. Again click, it should change to down. That means one button should work for two situations. One button to work should two situations. That means once click, it will be ascending. Again click, it should be descending. That functionality we can give later. Currently, how you can make the same button in two ways. Once click, ascending. Again click, descending. How you know that it is first time clicked or second time clicked? That depends on what value it is having. Suppose you see now for this button ID, we will write the functionality. Functionality is what? On click. On click is sort click. Okay, let's write the function here. In the head, we are writing a script. So what is that function? Sort click. On sort click, what are the functionalities? Now first, we need to collect that span which is present inside button. How to collect the span present inside button? Document dot, we can use query selector. In the query selector, button span, we can write like this. That means it will collect the span which is present inside button. Space. You know query selectors, descendant selectors, CSS selectors. Space, plus, tilde. So many icons are there. That means, so we have element space E1 space E2. We have like E1 plus E2. We have like E1 tilde E2 like this. What is difference between them? First case, E2 is inside E1. It is child element. Second case, E2 is adjacent to E1. Adjacent means beside, after it, right? And but second case, only the first element after it. Third case, all elements after it. That means it refers to all E2 after E1. There can be E2 many. That means if I say div P, div inside P, div plus P, div that paragraph that immediately comes after div, but only first paragraph. But tilde P, all paragraphs after div. These are the query selectors actually. If you can deal with these query selectors, you can easily handle the functionality. That means you see now, I'm writing this. I will call, that is the span. What should happen? Span dot class name. You have to apply class name. Class name is equal to, what is the condition? Condition is we need to check which class is already there. So what is the class already there inside that? So span dot class name. If class name is equal to already what? So bi sort alpha down. Then question mark, which class we want to apply? bi sort alpha up. Alpha up. Or otherwise colon, we have to write bi sort alpha down. Alpha down. That's what we need to define. This is decision making. Now you see here what happens here when user clicks on that button, it shows up. Again click, it shows down. That means that arrow mark is changing up and down. So on click, it is showing up. On click, it is showing down. This is called toggling. We call this as toggling. And these kind of toggles completely depend on Boolean types. This is an example for that Boolean. Example for Boolean. Booleans, we will see so many others also, right? but you need to know how we can manage true or false. Even disabled, enabled also Boolean only. For example, in some interviews they ask, like, suppose there is a text box. Yeah, here we have your name and we have a text box. Input type is equal to text. ID is equal to txt name. What is the condition is, and that is the text box, and we have another button. So button as register, ID as some BTN register. Now important is this button should work. This button should work only when name is entered. If name is not entered, it should be disabled. It should not work at all. It should not work. How you can disable that? How you can disable this? Let's see how we can disable that. So initially what we will do is we will call that register button. So it should be done based on text box. For text box, you will write event on what? Blur. Verify name. Okay. Let's write a function. What is the function? Verify name. And what is the functionality now? We have to check whether name entered or not. That means document, first we have to get txt name. Document get element by ID, txt name. That is text box. And another one is what? We need button. So that means BTN register, document get element by ID. So get element by ID. BTN what? Register. We are writing a simple condition. If txt name dot value is equal to empty, nothing is there. If it is empty, then BTN register dot disabled is equal to true. Otherwise BTN register dot disabled is equal to false. These are Boolean types. By default, what I will do is, by default for this button, register button, I will keep disabled. That means now you can see it's not enabled. Register button is not working. I click inside, I entered some name and click outside. Now it is working. I am not entering any name and click outside, and you can see it's disabled. That means it is not working. We can disable, we can enable, we can change the names, we can toggle them. All this comes under Boolean manipulations, Boolean. So here, if you entered some details, it will display. We can set read only, we can verify checked, we can check selected or not. So based on that, we can handle it. Right. Now, very important is how to implement all these in one concept. We will see how to implement everything in one concept. We will discuss. But first, you need to practice this. Right. So I hope this is enough for today. First, you need to practice all this. Then in the next session, we will discuss null and undefined type. Right. Because examples are growing in number and you don't practice, means you can't catch. That is the reason. So you need to practice all these programs what we learned today. Regular expression program and these Boolean types, right? Then I can give you some exercise. Now some practical exercise we can try. For that, two more are there. What are those? Null and undefined and symbol. These are the new data types. So symbol is the new data type we have in primitive types, right? That we'll see in next session, right? In the next session, we will discuss about the other data types, right? And this Sunday we will have session. This Sunday same time we will have session. Why? Because tomorrow is again holiday. So on the eve of Ugadi, we are giving holiday again, right? That's the reason. So this Sunday we will have session, and we will spend time in Sunday session so that we can cover this gap, whatever we missed 2 days. Okay. Then tomorrow, no session. Again, day after tomorrow we'll meet. Okay. Right.